These are the top things I love about TruNorth Composite decking. One, its durability against impact. You can whack this sucker pretty hard. And if I brought a hammer with me, I'd be whacking it right now. But it is strong and durable. Second of all, and again, shout out to Sean from Tuds, the Ultimate Deck Shop. If you haven't watched them, you should watch them. But in regards to heat, composite decking gets hot. We all know that. Any decking gets hot. Any surface in the sun gets hot. But there's always a debate between which one is cooler. TruNorth claims to be a little bit cooler because of, let me see, their heat blocking technology. I don't know. Again, Sean says from Tuds, and I'm going to almost take him to the bank on this one. It's the color of the decking that matters. If it's lighter, white, it's not going to be so hot. If it's dark, you're going to have a hot deck in the summer. But if they're doing a little bit something to make it a little bit cooler on your bare feet, that would be excellent. If not, just take a garden hose and spray it down and it'll cool it down a little bit. But another thing I love about TruNorth is they're capped on all 4 sides. 100% inside the groove. You know what's that about TruNorth here? Their groove is distinctly different from your other common decking, like let's say Trex's groove. Much different design. Now that works out with the hidden fasteners. Does that work better or not? And another interesting thing about TruNorth composite decking, I should grab another sample here. Flopping samples here, is that it is made out of rice husk and plastic. Unlike most composite decking, which is made out of wood, rice husks have the advantage of being more resistant to moisture and will absorb less moisture. So even on your cut ends here, you can't even really see the rice husk, but you can often see that in a Firberon board. The wood's right in there, but even your cut end here, there's no need to seal it because the rice husk is not going to absorb water either way. So you're good to go. Some of the things I don't like about TruNorth composite decking is maybe they're just being a little bit more upfront about it, but they require that you base your joist 12 inches on center to support their decking. That's going to cost you a few extra deck joists. Now, to be honest and fair, maybe like I said, they're just being a little bit more upfront about it, because most composite decking, when installed 16 inches on center, you're going to have a little bit of flex while you walk on your decking. But if you go 12 inches on center, it's going to make it more rigid. But unlike most composite decks like Trex and Firberon, except their PVC boards, and TimberTech, they say 12 inches on center, not 16 like everybody else. So we plan to build a little bit more substructure to support your deck. And another one thing, and this is especially for you Americans, availability. TruNorth is not a big brand like Trex, so it's harder to find it. You're going to have to find a specialty decking store, which again, most specialty decking stores are going to give you better product and better service with a much more knowledge than your big box stores, but you just can't pick up your TruNorth composite decking just anywhere. You're going to have to look for it, but if you like it, look for it. This is Amazon grade. Take a look at this. I don't know if you can see that backwards on there, but they spell it like a Canadian, eh? But TruNorth has only have 12 colors, which is not very many for composite deck boards compared to like Firberon, which has 32, but they have 12 basic good colors. One of the advantages of TruNorth in their color plan or scheme is both lines have the same colors, the same 12 colors. Go to their website, again, I'll link down and below to see which colors they have. But unlike a lot of other brands where you'll have one brand at the economical level or one color on the economical level, then if you bump up to the next level of decking boards, you have another set of colors and you can't just interchange between the two. With TruNorth, you can do all your field decks with Enviroboard, which has the hollow cylinders in there to reduce cost, and then finish it off with a solid board. Finish it off with a solid board that's square edged, but having the matching same color. You don't have to switch it out like you have to do with a lot of other composite board brands. Again, in regards to appearance, it's capped on all 4 sides. So if you damage one side, you can just flip it over, use it on the other side, same pattern roughly. As I already mentioned, their core is the Arkansas rice, which I didn't think Arkansas was in Canada, but I guess that's where they get their rice from. Gives it extra durability because it doesn't absorb moisture the way that wood fiber does. So that makes it a little bit stronger and more durable. In regards to traction, so how much you get friction when you're rubbing on it, especially when you're walking on your deck in the summer. TruNorth doesn't excel in traction. It's okay, it's decent. The exact numbers are, so when it's dry, you get a 0.57, okay? According to the CCMC, they want a 0.5 to be considered recommended flooring resistance or slip resistance. So 0.57 just barely makes it past the cut. But when they're wet, they're 0.53. So either way, you're gonna stay up on your feet, but it's not really that high, especially if you compare to some of the PVC boards like Zuri, which is amazing in composite or amazing with regards to traction. Decorators mineral-based composite, again, much higher in the traction level. But the brand we all know, Trex, they don't even get a 0.5 with their best composite decking. So even though it's not amazing, it is better than Trex. Huh. In regards to price, so again, I said availability is a little bit less. So in Canada, you're expecting about $5 a lineal foot. Again, availability is going to impact this a lot. Depends which store you go to. $5 might be on the low end, might be on the high end. It all depends where you're shopping. But this isn't high-end composite decking, and this isn't low economical board. This is just kind of in your middle. Again, referring back to Trex, Trex Transcend is generally roughly priced about the same, except it's a scallop or a solid board. Their scallop Trex boards are considerably cheaper than that, almost priced as close as that's pressure treated decking, but of course, definitely not. In regards to warranty, again, if we're using Trex as our reference for everything, they have roughly the exact same warranty, both for their hollow boards, Enviroboard, and for their Accuspan boards, which are solid. Give you a good solid 25-year warranty, structural, fade, stain, all the essentials for composite decking and their warranty. This is a tiger wood. Huh. I kind of like that one. Well, TruNorth, here's to you and Tigerwood. DexBy3.com. See you around.